Welcome to this episode of BeamNG Roadkill, where we take a 2013 Charger and make it into the ultimate cop car clone with Hellcat power. Okay, everybody. Today we are starting one of the big builds of the year, which is really due to because in December I hope to do another Roadkill live, and well, this thing is needed for it, and it's needed for other purposes. So I think it's about time that I build it, get everything that I need done with it, so then when the mod breaks, I don't have to worry about having the car anymore. So this car may look familiar to you because this thing was in episode 60 and episode 59. Well, no, just episode 60. 59 had the red Hellcat, which is now destroyed. So this thing right here, this is a 2013 Dodge Charger undercover. It has some police lights, a siren, and everything, which we are keeping those. But I'm doing something pretty unique with this car. And, you know, as much as I give slack and praise to the guys at Roadkill for taking the Hellcat out of the General Mayhem and putting a 440 back into it, I'm very happy that they're doing that, and that's kind of what I ended up doing to General Hawk at one point because the car was just too complicated. And I put a much simpler setup in it, and I just made it into a fun car. And that helped. And we're going to do the same thing, well, we're going to do the opposite with this thing. This thing's going to get a Hellcat engine with a red-eye supercharger. It's going to get a front-end lift. It's going to get a rear-end lift. So it's going to look like a 2015 when really it's a 2014 still. But we're going to build it in the style of what the cop car is. So for people who don't know, the cop car is basically, this is pretty much just a Grand Marshal that originally I did nitrous bombs with. So it ran like, I don't know, 250 shot worth of nitrous, and went however fast it did. You can go back and watch the video. But then I decided to change this thing up about 2 years ago and put a supercharger on it. I blew up the nitrous engine, and then I put the one that it currently has in it. And I really unfortunately think that this motor is on its way out because even with upgrading the oil system, which is now a thing in BeamNG, this thing is having oil pressure issues. And it might be because I'm revving it too high when it's too cold. Might be a plethora of things. It could be something wrong with the radiator and cooling the oil. I don't know. But I'm going to keep driving it until it blows up because this is the most reliable fucking car that I've built in this game. It has yet to break. Like, other than just having to fix up the rear end after Burnout competitions, like, this car has been spot on. It goes 850s in the quarter, at least with the old setup. I put drift suspension on it now, and it made an accidental 1150 horsepower. I was aiming to really make like kind of 800 to 900 with this thing, but I ended up making more, and well, I can't say no. So, yeah, this thing might need a motor refresh after the year is over, because I'm probably going to drive it pretty hard at the Burnout competition at the end of the year. And, well, I want a competitor for it. I want a competitor, and this is what it's going to be. I'm going to put a light bar on it, but we're going to keep it looking like an undercover cop car. There's that one, the cop car, you can tell. Black and white. It's got the white center. Looks like a Crown Vic. It's the whole 9 yards of it being a retired cop car. When this thing, you're more used to seeing kind of undercover versions of these, but it's going to get the fluff up that, you know, the fluff up to a 2015 Hellcat, and it's going to have a Hellcat powertrain. So, yeah. But the thing that we need to show off first is how awesome this thing sounds. I hate that this mod is now discontinued. Just to point out, next episode you're going to see something really cool, and that is because that there is another BeamNG website now called Too Fast Racing, and they get a lot of cool stuff over there. And I really hope that they pick up this mod and continue it, because I think it's needed. Because, you know, the guy who worked on this, it came out and it was an absolute pile of dog shit. Now it sounds like this, and the model's actually half decent. The engine isn't missing textures. Of course, there's signs of it being... Yeah, like, see, like this, like that isn't 3D modeled in. There's signs of it not being finished, but it's a really good mod now. Like, he took the time and fixed it up, and I really do hate that it got canceled. But yeah, you're probably not going to see much of this car because BeamNG will eventually update and break everything, so. And let's just hope that we don't have an update right before the event and it breaks all the cars again. Let's hope it comes out after. That's what happened last year, if people remember. And that was hell. But, yeah. So now we need to prove how good a burnouts this thing does. Which, it does really good ones. In third gear almost as well. Alright, I'm surprised I didn't break the suspension there. That's amazing. So, in this episode, it's all about getting the car running and driving. It's not going to look pretty. It's going to look pretty when you next see it, but yeah, really the whole roadkill of this is that I'm slapping a Hellcat in it, and we're going to see how fast it goes down a drag strip, because this car can't drift, it can't off-road, it can't really do much still. So, we're going to drag race it with hopefully some slicks. That's up in the air at the moment. So, I'm just going to start tearing stuff off as we go down the list, like the bumper support. That's gone. We don't need that anymore. Engine bay accessories, we'll keep them. Unless, nah, those will stay. Radiator, that's going to need to be upgraded, but take it out for now. Goodbye to the radiator. Or not the radiator, the nav unit. It will get a roll cage, but not today. Racing seats. It's going to need them, because it's getting a roll cage, because cop car ended up getting one, this thing's going to end up getting one too. And I'll gut all the doors out off camera and everything. Those are going to have to come off. Now, leave this up in the comments of if you want to see the this car pretty much get either a 2020 Hellcat Charger look, which is with the wide body, or if you guys want to see the normal stock body. I'm not opposed to putting the wide body fenders on this thing, but seeing if we can keep some black steelies that will have at least decent fitment to it. So, I am game for that. For, like, you know, keeping the fenders and stuff. Or putting on Hellcat, or, you know, wide body Hellcat fenders. But, yeah, it's up to you guys if you just want to see it stay stock body or not. Really should just take the sunroof out of it, because it'll probably get smashed from wall taps. That's rain. Yeah, And we'll get like suspension and everything, but that's all going to be off camera. All right, well, let's get rid of the 5.7. There you go. There's your stripped Hellcat. I took pretty much everything that we wouldn't be keeping on this for now. I guess we don't need to have the headlights for now, because, well, this thing is a work in progress, and I'm stripping completely everything out of it. Concealed flashers, though. No. Light bar. Yeah, even though it kind of looks stupid, and it has a sunroof. Sunroof with a light bar. I'll do it, though. Alright, engine. Supercharged 6.2 liter V8. Alright, let's go through it. I want to put a Demon ECU in it. I'm going to put a heavy duty block in it so that I can maybe rev it a little tiny bit higher. Of course, the red-eye supercharger, which is basically the Demon supercharger. Needs to be the SRT tips. And we're not keeping the manual. I'll keep the manual in it for now. Why is it front? Why can't I have a front-wheel drive Hellcat? That confuses me. Driving and safety. No more anti-locks. No more stability control. I'm going to leave traction. Drive modes. Just track all the time. That's all we need. Okay. I think all we need is a radiator, and this thing is ready to rip. But I think I need to put a... Yeah, I need to put this one in. Alright, let's see how she sounds. Ah, it's a manual. That's right. Alright, I want to rev this thing to 65. I think it can take it if I can. No? What do I need to change? Alright, just put the full race ECU in it. Ah, that revs it to 65, right? Yeah. Turn that down a little bit. Makes a little more boost. Yes. Yeah, it's quick. I don't know what it is about making cop cars into Burnout cars. Alright, let's see how good of a Burnout it can do, and what gear we can get it into. Yes. Oh, it makes me so happy. Alright. Well, this thing is going to get put together. And we'll be back at the drag strip. So, we'll be right back. Alright, everybody. We're a few days later now. And I cleaned up the car a little bit, made it look a little better. Of course, the high and mighty supercharger sticking out of the hood of the Hellcat, because why not? And I put some Demon tires on the back, because why not? So I don't know if they're going to be too grippy or not. I have a set of just standard Hellcat wheels that we can put on it. I don't know, the tires might be too sticky for this, at least this power level. This thing should be making... Let's see, the Red Eyes make 797. I'm revving it out a little more, so maybe like 820 horsepower. So this isn't the most powerful thing in the world. Maybe it does need some, at least maybe a better motor. I don't know, we're going to do burnouts at the end, but we need to see if we've improved this. So, we are going to race basically the same exact car, but we're gonna change it up a little bit. Pretty much we're just gonna race a GT it's a V6. Hold on, we need the Hemi. There we go. We're basically racing the same car, just with a more powerful engine. Oh, hold on, let me make sure that this is gonna go well. Let's give them both equal opportunities. Put it in. Alright, well, whatever mode it's in, it's in. But I need to see if it does a burnout. I don't think it's going to. This car might get an automatic. That was clutch. Alright, let's get up nice and close. Wow, it went a 980. It's not as fast as I thought it was going to be. Well, I was going to race this against the cop car, but yeah, there's no way this thing is going to beat. Maybe with stock tires, or maybe with like the Steelies it would beat it, but I was going to put slicks on it and see. The cop car goes 850s consistently. I don't know what else this could race. Like a 10-second car, like maybe the Super B? I don't have that ready. I don't know, I need a minute to think. Alright, new plan. Drifting around an oval. So we all know that the cop car can drift. We don't know what this thing will do on pavement, but we don't have a good oval available at the moment, so dirt will do. Also, maybe think of this as a radiator test. Yeah, it can drift and not overheat. That's actually really good news. That's gonna be wall. Oh, it's not. Okay. That's not going to end well. There's not enough room in here. This thing is a unit. A literal unit. Alright. I don't think there's any other tests that I could really do to this.